Bo Nix is the example of you don't have to be a superstar, but what you do when it matters most really stands out, and that's been the theme of Bo Nix's season. And Chris, you said something just fascinating when we were off the air. You said watching Bo after watching JJ, it just shows how much more advanced of a passer Bo is right now.
No question. Bo has anticipation. Bo has every throw you need in the book, right? Every club in the bag, however you want to say it. Right? I mean, Bo can do it all. He can touch it. He can sidearm it. He can throw a laser, right? He can, there's a big hole in the zone right here. I'm about to get pressure. Let me just throw a nice little touch ball into the hole. Oh, boom, my guy ran right into it and caught it. He's got great anticipation. So he's really got all the quarterback stuff. And when you watch him back-to-back, like you said, it just really jumped out because you go watching J.J. McCarthy and you're just going, and every throw's the same. And you're like, wait, Aaron Jones is 4 feet from you, and you're throwing it like he's 50 yards away, where then you see Bo Nix, and he's like, oh, here you go, back. Oh, there you go, receiver.
Right.
Catch it. It's going to fall right in your lap and do all that. And that just, it was very apparent watching that.
And this all goes back to one of the biggest combos around scouting right now is guys that have played a lot of football and guys that haven't.
Exactly
Bo Nix
right.
started for multiple years at Auburn and then started multiple years at Oregon.
Exactly.
And Bo Nix started as a rookie.
Exactly
J.J.
right.
McCarthy played 2 years at Michigan as a starter and did not play his rookie season.
Exactly.
I'm not making excuses for J.J. McCarthy.
No.
I'm not like some J.J. McCarthy, fan.
No, you're saying this is a real evaluation thing here.
There is proof in the pudding.
Definitely is.
Of this.
100%.
Guys that have gotten to play and guys that have gotten to work things out at the speed of the college game and then taking it with them to the NFL. It feels like J.J. right now is trying to work on those things while in the NFL.
Exactly, and that's hard. That is very hard. It
ridiculous.
Really is. And then he got hurt this year, too, so that stunted the development a little bit. That's the big thing. I tell this to kids all the time. Like, stop worrying about, I got to go to Ohio State, or I have to go to the #1 team in the state in high school, and I have to play there. First off, we're in an era where they're going to find you anywhere, all right? Yeah. They're going to find you. There's 9 million scouting services. There's people at every game, social media, whatever. So those days are done. I tell young kids in high school all the time, like, just go somewhere you can play. Don't worry about being on Bergen Catholic or Don Bosco because they're the #1 team in New Jersey. Playing is the #1 thing. Reps, play. Don't worry about when I go to college, I have to go to Texas or Ohio State. Yeah, that's great. But at the same time, make sure you're going to play because it ain't going to do you anything any good if you're sitting on the bench for 3 years and then you go, I played a senior year at Ohio State. Yeah? Well, you're not very good. You're going to be docked from that, and you haven't played enough, and the NFL's not going to feel very comfortable about you. And I think a lot of people lose that right now. I try to say this even to my own son. Play. Don't worry about, I want to be on this school or this team or any of that, right? It's about the reps. They're too important.
Well, and Bo Nix has carried those reps specifically into the fourth quarter. There's some kind of feeling with Bo Nix, no matter how quarter 1 through 3 has gone, that in the fourth quarter, everything can stay level-headed and calm. He's got 8 career fourth quarter comebacks. That's the most by a quarterback in their first 2 seasons since 1950. What are you seeing in the fourth quarter specifically, Chris, from Bo, that he's not one of these guys that, forget unraveling, he's been better in the fourth quarter?
Really, I think the big thing, right, is he just doesn't, he's not afraid of the big moment. I have no, magical formula I'm going to tell you about. I think the thing that I just look at is not afraid to make the big throw in the big moment. He doesn't shrink. He gets big and aggressive, right? He's not like, oh, gosh, this is big. Let me just be conservative and get the drive going. He's like, hey, look, my guy's one-on-one. He's got him by a step. All right, the defense is telling me to throw it there. I'm going to throw it there, right? That's what I love about him that way. Now, is there a little bit of something about, his ability to be better in those moments? Yeah, I think there is too. I can't put my hand or finger on that, but as we've seen with other great quarterbacks, sometimes it's like, wait, he missed that throw 3 times already today. But, man, all of a sudden the big moment, he put it right on the money. So he has a little bit of that. He's got a coach that I think brings that out in him. And, and defending Bo Nix, too, I want everybody to realize this. First off, they're not that talented on offense. So, and maybe you can look this up for me, but it certainly felt like Kansas City played man-to-man. It felt like the majority of the game because they were like, Denver can't run by anybody. What are we worried about? So that's one thing I think. And then you look at Sean Payton and the Denver offense. I don't sit there and go, oh, my gosh, it's so creative and awesome and woo, man. It's not one of the more creative offenses. I don't, again, I wouldn't put it in the category of some of the creativity of like the Colts, the Bears, the Lions, right? The Rams, the 49ers, some of the things they do, right? I wouldn't put it in that category. They have all the basics, and Sean Payton knows when to call it, right? But I don't sit there and watch them and go, oh, my gosh, this is so cool. And, oh, this guy's wide open. He just served it up for Bo Nix there. So that's where I want everybody just to pump the brakes on the hate of Bo Nix to go, they're not, even though they're 8-2 or 9-2, whatever the hell they are, 9-2, right? Their offense is not like this unbelievable superstar offense, greatest show on turf. And I think everybody's got to realize that a little bit too, because I think they go, wait, they're 9-2. It's Sean Payton, right? They should be awesome, right? And it's just, no, it's not quite that way. But he's got all the throws. He's smart as hell. And just is one of those guys that when the getting gets tough and the times are tough, he seems to lock in and make his best throws in that moment.
Yeah, and the use of bootlegs. He has an NFL high 66 dropbacks rolling left to right.
Well, thank you. You saw that in my notes, right? Yeah. Because I was like, I don't even know where the hell I wrote that, but I wrote like they have to lead the league in bootlegs.
Yes, they do.
So
66 dropbacks with bootlegs.
That's crazy. I mean, and again, that just there's not a lot here to their offense. It's play action. They run the ball. Okay, they got the basics of drop back, pass, but really they try to run the ball, and they are pretty patient with it most weeks to where, the bootlegs have effect. And, of course, he's a very good runner, and he throws the ball really well on the run as well, and they have receivers who can't get open. So in the bootleg thing, it just gives them a little bit of a chance to get one step in front of somebody and that get open that way. But, it's, again, like I said, they're not reinventing the wheel or anything crazy there in New Orleans.
Yeah, he's got 312 passing yards off of bootlegs. That's third in the NFL behind Darnold and Stafford. And I think that's because Darnold and Stafford have a lot of big plays down the field off the boots.
Right.
To JSN and Puka and Devontae.
Yeah, right.
So where Bo, when he rolls out, sometimes it's a little bit more controlled.
Yes.
It's not... always firing it down the field.
No, it's the basic bootlegs.
Yeah.
Where I would go like Sam Darnold and them when they run the bootlegs, they use a lot of times have somebody like making a double move, and they're looking to like get him out there, get set up, and then throw a fire, fire the ball deep down the football field, right? So that's where it's the basics from that department. And again, their offense to me is somewhat basic altogether.
And how about the big throws? I think notably the one we want to go through is the 48-yarder to Pat Bryant. This was in the third quarter. Kansas City has just tied the game 13-13. It feels like, oh, boy, here we go. Like, has Kansas City got us here? What happened on this big play, Chris?
Well, they come out. They're going to run a little bootleg play-action pass here.
With a heavy formation. And you could see Patrick Bryant there, number 13 on your left. He's sitting there. 17 is Evan Ingram, right? I can't remember. No, I can't remember who 17 is. But either way, you got it. Patrick Bryant's there, all right? And they're going to run a little play action. You see Patrick Bryant's going to run like going to release inside. Maybe he's going to run to the post. And 17 is little Jordan Humphrey.
Oh, it's little Jordan Humphrey.
Very large wide receiver.
Evan Ingram used to be 17 when he was with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now he wears number 1. I'm getting confused there. But okay, let it go, Pete. Let's see it here. So you see here, he's got the little motion, boom. There's your little play action boot, right? And this is kind of a designed like play action, and you have a chance to set up if you got it. And you see, this is basic. Everybody does this in football here. But again, instead of going like, let me throw the ball in the flat to Troutman, or let me throw the 10-yard crosser to Cortland Sutton, he goes, wait, I came out. They blitzed the corner. They blitzed McDuffie on the left side here. Patrick Bryant got down the field with a pretty clean release, and he's one-on-one with a safety named Brian Cook, and they're in trouble, right? And he throws a ball right on the money, and there it is, 13-13, where you just go, wait, the Chiefs have answered back. Man, can the Broncos keep answering the bell like this? I don't know if they can handle this pressure. And it's the second time when Mahomes threw the interception at 6-6 when they were going to score. The first play of that drive, he threw a big pass down the left sideline. I believe to Troy Franklin, if I remember right. So that was the first answer of the day where you're like, whoa, okay, damn, they're fearless. And then here it is 13-13, and you go, here's another big, can they get the momentum back on their side? And they take it back right away.
Right.
Right away. And I think that's kind of what they've done all year from that department, and that's where he's damn, cool in the clutch when he needs to be that way.
What I love about that look that you pulled out there is it's a heavy set, and all their big wide receivers are on their field. The two speedsters weren't. Troy Franklin and Marvin Mims are not on the field. It's little Jordan Humphrey, who's big, Cortland Sutton, who's big, and Pat Bryant, his whole game coming out of college was blocking and possession plays.
At Illinois.
And they run play action. So it's like, this is a run, or it's a short pass. And it's like, no, it's a shot down the field, even though it's not the formation you'd think.
This is when you use the phrase creatively simplistic, right? Because it's a simple play. But the psychology is we've brought these receivers in a lot this year, and we really run the ball. And he's like, Spags is going to expect that. He's going to scout us, and he's going to go, man, when they're in these personnel sets with these guys, they don't really want to throw the ball down the field, right? So that's where I think he plays that angle there with that one altogether. And that's where that is, damn big throw and a big moment. And, of course, wasn't his last big throw and a big moment in the football game.
No, he had he had the throw to Troy Franklin at the end that was just
insane.
He's been so good, I feel like, Chris, at identifying, okay, this looks like some variation of man, or the defender's back is turned.
Right.
And I'm just going to put the ball up there for my guy in the right spot.
I should have told Pete this is one we wanted to show in the pictures too, right? Because, again, this I think encapsulates everything we're talking about here. They run a max protect, very basic concept here. They're trying to get themselves in field goal position a little bit more. I think they thought, right, it's a big moment. Kansas City will play like protect the sidelines or take away. And Kansas City played man-to-man, which it seemed like they did for the majority of the football game.
It seemed like a lot of two-man concept.
It did. Two-man or regular man. But either way, they were going to play that. And again, that speaks to I think where Kansas City's at too right now. Kansas City is just not that, like we've talked about Monday and whatever. They're not that special. Their team is just, there's not a lot of special players. So Spags, I think, is like, I got to load the box. I can't ever get to the quarterback with 4.
Right.
I got to do something creative with the front. So with all that, he's having to play man because he's trying to go, hey, you guys play man, and then I'll try to do something creative with these other guys inside of here. It's a hard formula to win by against really good football teams. But the play you're talking about that sets up the game-winning field goal, I mean, yes, there's nothing there, right? I mean, nothing there. He doesn't panic. He's got a guy that's running a hitch route on the outside. The slot receiver's running a corner route. They're plastered. They're all covered like glue. He's got a little time. He realizes the DB covering Bryant, right? I think that was Bryant on that last one.
Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin, sorry.
Right, who he played with in college.
Exactly. So he's got a good feel for him. And within that, the DB's not looking, right? His back's turned. And he goes, okay, nice and calmly. Unlike J.J. McCarthy, throws a nice ball to give him some room to adjust. He basically threw a back shoulder corner ball, right? So I'm running to the corner. The guy's trailing me. And then I look back to see Bo Nix, and he throws me a ball like over here. And I just boom. And
right in his lap.
Do it that way. And that was all set up also by a clutch 3rd and 15 to start the drive where he scrambled and made a move to get it all going. So, yes, he's got a little magic that way. And he's definitely cool under pressure, plays his best in those moments. And I think that's a lot because of his coach who probably gives him the guts to be that way too. Yo. Thanks for watching, homies. We are now in the NFL season here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, game recaps, film deep dives, and much, much more.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, rate, review. Peace out. You know where to find us.